Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Surviving Mars Maximum Difficulty. We just finished up with our great dust storm, and I did decide on some tech. We're going to go for the Martian education, in part because I want to make progress in the social tree, because there's some good options to try and improve the comfort of your different pops and such, which can increase my birth rate, which is absolutely paramount right now. Also, if we can somehow make this work, I mean, training up some specialists would be nice. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to rely upon covert ops against people because, from what I understand, we do need officers, a crew full of security officers. And do I have any officers? No, I most certainly do not, because we have no specialists of any kind. So that's not gonna do me a whole lot of good now, is it? No, sir, it is most certainly not. I got too much power, and that's mainly because some of this stuff needs to get turned on, but I'm completely out of machine parts. We have to have machine parts to fix up the polymer factory, or else we're not going to be able to produce any more polymers. We're running out of those too. Gosh dang it. Why is everything just out to get me? Dang it. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn on the moisture vaporators more consistently. These actually produce a pretty good amount of water, I thought. Only one? I thought these guys could produce two. Did we not get the tech to increase it by a lot? Vector pump. So it looks like that is an upgrade we would have to turn on. The vector pump would cost me polymers. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. So it is like an actual upgrade. Kind of like these. I assume you can stack them, which is interesting. So we're not going to get any immediate benefit out of the moisture vaporators unless I'm prepared to start spending some serious polymers, which at the moment I am not. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. Average comfort is actually improving. It's sitting at 84 right now. So if there are any fertile couples left, and I sure as heck hope that there are, we should be able to produce a pretty good amount of pops. We only have 3 sexies left here. One of them is Martian-born, so the good news is some of the Martian-borns actually can have the traits that I need, and some of them have just truly awful traits, but at least they're not going to have moron or anything, right? Did I not send the Hopeless out? I guess I forgot. Let's go ahead and launch this puppy and see if we can get some more money, because I need to be able to buy parts, because as seems to be often the case, I simply do not have enough. I do not have anywhere near enough polymers and machine parts, no matter what they tell me as far as maintenance. They lie. We all know that they lie to me. What are you guys even repairing right now anyway? What'd you guys go off and repair? You used my machine parts. I know that you did. What'd you fix? Wasn't water. Wasn't this. Wasn't this. Well, what'd you guys spend my machine parts on? Dang it. Well, we gotta produce 2 per day, and I need 2 just to get the polymer factory up and running. God, this sucks. Okay, no, it's fine. I just know that this lies. You can't tell me I'm producing 2 per day and only consuming 0.3. It's not possible. Otherwise, I should have a stockpile of like 10 or more by now. Oh well. Power accumulator is losing a fair bit of power at the moment, but as long as day comes around with enough of these solar panels, we should be able to charge it up pretty quick. And I'm not really worried about concrete right now, so we'll go ahead and leave this thing off for the moment. I think I can turn you off at night, which saves me some machine parts. These guys will pick up some of the slack. Not all of it, but this is why we have water towers after all, ain't it? So there you go. There you go. And it says we're running low on food as well as electronics and everything else. Well, the good news is a crop is almost done. I agree we're running out of electronics. The good news is we barely consume any of these. What are all these guys doing? Lots of metals. Oh, I guess you're trying to fill this sucker up, huh? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Drone Commander, you got nothing else to do? Why don't we go ahead and start working on some more of these ramps? Transport, you already finished gathering all the metals over here? You did indeed. All right, let's get over here and see if we can find some more. Not that I'm really having any shortage of metals, but it's the principle of the thing. We should always have more materials, right? Yeah. Okay, rocket just arrived at Earth. That's another $720 million I can use. I don't really see an urgent use for the supply pods, even if they are free right now. The only advantage to them is they travel a lot faster, but I'm not desperate for anything right now, so we might as well save our 5 free supply pods for something later, right? So some more polymers, machine parts seem obviously nice. Maybe a little more electronics. And beyond that, I mean, we technically have everything we need. I could get some probes, but they're a bit expensive. We could just buy the small electronics factory prefab in preparation, knowing that we may not need this right now, but I'd rather have it available now so we don't have to worry about it later. That said, I feel like we probably have enough electronics to last us easily until the next delivery. So it's really a question of how much do we think the price is going to inflate over time. And I have no idea. I think I'd rather just get some extra polymers and machine parts for now and just kind of launch with this and save a little bit of cash. Yep, let's go ahead and launch it like that. We got a little bit of time to make these electronics work. We're only consuming 0.3. That's not too bad, and we don't have the labor currently available anyway. Had to kill off another senior. Not seeing the birth rate picking up back up to the 18 that I'm hoping for, so that's concerning. What we may want to do is we can make this the farm for now, but we could also set up a tunnel. No, not a tunnel. A passage, that's it. Passage between these with the intention of eventually hooking these up so we can free up some more living space to hopefully go above 18 in the future. So we might as well just go ahead and build the passageway. We can always just shut it down and turn off the dome and people will still die if we need to, but if we're looking like we're going to get above the 18... Oh, another senior! I can't... This is what I'm afraid of. Okay, let's go and find the senior. I wish there was literally anything I could do with these guys. Literally anything at all. But seniors do nothing unless you get some very specific tech. So we're literally better off just killing them. But again, that means that somewhere I just lost a job. Where, actually? Nowhere super urgent. Wow, in the farm. Gotcha. Yep. And we still have a bunch more middle age to go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah, if we don't get some more females, I kind of feel like we may be screwed. I'm not going to lie. We're kind of relying on luck at this point. We need enough women born that we will be able to sustain our population with a bunch of fertile couples. The good news is our comfort rating is still sitting nice at 84, so that is definitely not the issue. The issue is purely matching, and everyone's already too old. This is going to be a problem. I'm not kidding. This is going to be a really big problem. Oh, we did just get another birth, and lo and behold, it's another female. Still have 2 male children, though. Gosh, dang it. Do I literally need to be watching for every birth and then reload every time it's not a female? I mean, look at this. It's a total sausage fest here. 1, 2, and now 3 females for like 9 males. My God. Can we get more unlucky with this? I mean, really, what are the odds of that? They don't feel very good. They feel like pretty low odds. I'm a bit miffed, I'm not gonna lie. If that's what ends up doing me in, literally just rotten luck, oh man, I'm gonna be peeved. I'm gonna be super duper angry. Okay, Martian education research is done for all the good that'll do. What do we get? General training. Colonists without the proper specialization suffer a lower work penalty. Actually massive? Let's get that right now. That applies to my entire workforce. So I would rather say that this is the most important thing for us to work on. Beyond that, hard to say what's going to end up being the best. I don't really know what else I want beyond that. Sustainable architecture is okay. It reduces mostly how much concrete I'm going to need for maintenance inside of domes, but to an extent, electronics as well. No, the biggest thing is just the sooner we can get this up and running, the better. That's going to be a literal production boost for every job I've got, which is huge. And you can see that we are actually starting to stockpile up on a few resources even before the rocket returns home. So we're getting there. And yeah, it says we're running low on food, but even one worker is able to get us up to about, what, 27, 28 food by the end of the soybeans because our soil quality is getting that much higher. So we're getting to a point where one worker will be able to do that job pretty effectively. The big downside is, again, not enough children, even now, with 80-something, like 84 comfort. Not enough. God, this is rough. Let's see, what's this? The door to summer. Do you want to live forever? Apparently the clients of Eternal Summer, a large cryonics company, intend to do so, fearing that Earth will be destroyed by a cataclysm. The 10 richest customers in Eternal Summer have paid for a rocket launched toward Mars. They want us to resupply. They want to ask for permission to land. If you resupply it, you will receive 150 million upon its launch. What do you mean ask regularly to permission to land? And what does it take to resupply? Because this is kind of important. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think this sounds pathetic. So first off, I've just learned to be wary every time there is an event that gives any sort of free money. It's just never great. My understanding is these guys don't just ask for some simple fuel and food, which is what I might have expected, but ask for things like machine parts and electronics. And it's like, I'm sorry, for 150 million with inflation on? No, that's a big no. Thank you very much. I'd rather just go with what I know works, which is basically to say, screw off. I'll take care of myself. Thank you very much. The Hopeless has returned. Excellent. Some more polymers, some more electronics, and everything else. And actually, we should already have enough rare metals and fuel to launch it right back out once we can get the drone capacity to actually fuel her up. Well, that's nice. So yeah, more money. Now the fun thing is, it's not like money will never be useless, right? Just because the inflation costs go up doesn't mean that we don't still want money. It just means we're gonna change what we're doing. Yes, another senior died. Shocker. Oh God, we have another one. It's gonna keep becoming a problem. Yes, anyway, let's go ahead and fix this real quick. We'll just find the next adult. Oh, Gregor. No. Okay, anyway, instead of buying resources, which hopefully will become self-sustaining on eventually anyway, what we'll do is we'll outsource for science. That works. I mean, every 200 million can turn into approximately 5,000 science over the course of 5 souls, and you know, in the late game, that's not an absolute ton, but in the early game, that can become pretty substantial. So I think that's what we'll end up going for. Heck, even right now, like, it's very tempting to get the general training up and running sooner. Whatever, we'll live with it. In the meantime, we have a few more resources to work with, so we're looking pretty decent indeed, and now we just have to keep killing off our elderly. And we'll send the Hopeless off for yet another run. And we did have another birth, but guess what? It's a male! Yeah. Oh my God. The game is just playing with me at this point. 50-50 chance, my butt. Lordy. Never, I have no idea why my luck is so unbelievably bad, but for real, if we don't get more females, I think we're dead. New techs available. What do we get? Automated storage, magnetic filtering, Stirling generator, storage compression, supportive community, and topology AI. Supportive community to reduce any flaws can be good, but ideally sanity doesn't get that low to begin with. Automated storage, I mean, better than depot, I suppose, but not crucial. Storage compression, is okay, but kind of expensive for not a lot of gain. I don't think drones working faster on landscaping does me literally any good, and Moxie production has been 0 issues up to this point. I'm probably not going to get to build any Stirling generators, so yeah, none of this is actually helpful. Great. Oh no, okay, no, this is fine. I'm gonna tear all this nonsense down, by the way, because I think I'm going to go ahead and build myself an open-air gym now that I have some consistent polymer production coming in. I'd like to be able to give these guys some other ways of improving their life and stuff. Anything to try and build up some additional comfort for a few people would certainly be nice. If there are anything that's missing, comfort's still sitting at about 84, despite the fact that the art store is off. So I don't expect this to do me a load of good. Thought about building it in the microdome, but then I'd have to turn this thing on for people to go visit the gym, and also I think the people suffocating would be able to use a gym and regain some health. I think they'll still die, but yeah, that's a thing. That's a problem. So yeah, yeah, I don't really know what to do here. There's a death. Finally gone. Okay. I am sort of operating under the assumption that so far housing has not been an issue for me, right? Because whenever we have a senior, we send someone out. We've rarely been at the 18 cap in the dome. It's very rare that that's actually happened up to this point. So I'm kind of assuming that housing is not slowing down our birth potential at all. If it were, well, then the obvious solution is to go ahead and rename the farm and move that somewhere else, and instead just go ahead and open this sucker up. That would be the way to go, but I don't see any evidence that that would do me a lick of good up to this point. Gosh, we're going to be running out of middle-aged people pretty quick here. I literally can't cycle through this fast enough. We're getting closer. I mean, I've almost got 11 Martian-born, right? And that means that we've almost caught back up to the 12 colonists that originally settled down here. So we're almost at the point where we can just prove we've broken even. But again, with the few females, I know we're not going to have the best... I know we're not going to have the best reproduction rate later anyway. We just know that to be the case. But I don't really have a great option for that. Low-G Amusement Park? Funny, I don't remember this being a thing. Huh. I know that they're planning on adding in some new stuff for the... they're planning on adding in some new stuff for domes in another patch soon-ish. Martian University. Now, this wouldn't improve my birth rate at all. Apartments... might. The only problem being if we build this, I think it does increase the comfort rating a little bit. We build an apartment and prevent a lot of people from moving in. That is a thing that we could do. If we research the low-G high-rises, yeah, it costs me polymers, but I think it does increase the net comfort rating a little bit. General training's still more important, but this might actually be good, just for increasing birth rates a tiny bit. Cold wave on the way. Okay, that's fun. The good news is we did just get another female birth, so that helps a little bit. Every single one counts at this point. Comfort really has not been the issue. We're actually doing shockingly well on that. That's A-okay. It's all a matter of getting enough. So that's actually a straight up 18 population that we currently have in this without any seniors right now, which is a good sign. It means that we're starting to catch back up a little bit. Got one unemployed person. I guess we could try to increase our food production, but why? I think we're going to be producing way more than I know what to do with soon. We could increase the number of people in the infirmaries, but as long as those are functioning, no one cares. Same with the art. I guess we go ahead and start doing some night shifts. Although Tasha... I think we actually want her to work the day shift so she doesn't have a sanity break, because we need to keep our females nice and happy so they can produce babies. Though I don't think sanity actually impacts it at all. I think that's purely a comfort-based thing. But we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a swapsies there. I think that's going to be fine. Okay, our rocket has almost arrived at Earth. Once it does, I think what I'm going to do is go for a round of outsourcing to improve the general training and also work on this low-G high-rise a little bit sooner, just so we can try to boost up that comfort rating a little bit more. Well, maybe we actually don't end up needing that. I did just find 2 new anomalies over in this sector, so actually by getting both of these, that should be more than enough to finish off the general training, work on that low-G high-rise. I don't think we'll quite finish it out, but we'll get very close. I am going to go for the sanity reduction, just since I know we are having at least a couple people who are having sanity loss over time. Preventing any nasty events would certainly be good for me, I think. Only 23 hours until the cold wave hits. That's not a whole lot of time, but it doesn't matter. That's A-okay. We can handle whatever the cold wave's going to throw at us. We've done it before. We'll do it again. But please have more babies. All right, there's the rare metals export. At the cargo rocket, let's go ahead and buy the small electronics factory prefab. We know we're going to want that at some point, and if we can continue to grow up our population, I think that would be good. I would say get orbital probes, but I know we haven't got the adapted probes tech, and we could get these for cheaper and have them more effective later anyway. Anything else we feel like we really need? I think the answer is no. We're producing enough of everything else I feel good. I'm just going to launch this. And we're going to save the money so that we can go for some more outsourcing in general. I'm going to go ahead and just do this once. Why not? This is going to greatly increase the speed that we get a very, very crucial tech. Okay, we actually did just get it thanks to both of those combined efforts. So the general training is now done. What does that unlock? Emergency training. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, no, we're not going to get any benefit out of that until we get people actually trained up into specialized careers. After safe mode, what's really going to be helpful? I guess we could go for the greenhouse. Maybe planetary survey. Try to unlock a few more planetary... a couple more planetary anomalies. Maybe we can send our drones off for some sort of a special project. Looks like we are finishing off on some more flattening over here. Let's keep doing that, making really good progress. I don't suppose we want to get things like schools. Cultivates desired perks in children using modern remote learning techniques. The only problem with this is it greatly increases my consumption of electronics by like a lot. Same with the university for that matter. A research lab, you know, I hadn't even thought about, is a thing we could work on. If we can get some... Oh, we got 2 seniors now. Crap. If we can get enough workers, though, to make that work, that is a thing we could do. We have to send a couple of seniors over here, unfortunately, so let's go ahead and turn this on, and we're going to find a couple more of them and send them to the farm. But yeah, we're almost completely out of Earth-born colonies. That's almost done. And yeah, if we can get our population up to possibly get some more research going from our workers, that's a thing that could be useful. Sure, why not? Okay, cold wave setting in right about now. Gotta get the subsurface heater repaired. Shouldn't be too difficult for us to do. Now let's see, I am concerned about whether or not we will be able to produce enough water as things currently stand. We just have to be able to meet our life support needs. Right now, don't have enough power. Until the surface heater gets turned on, that's going to be a consistent issue. But of course, these wind turbines have not received any maintenance as of late, so that's not doing me a lot of good either. Yeah, can one of you guys go and possibly repair this real quick? No, repair the building. Don't worry about anything else. Literally repair the building. Get the subsurface heater up and running so I can get electricity, so we can get everything else turned on, so that nobody dies a horrible, horrible death. That's what I'm shooting for. Probably should also not have people working out here in the polymer factory. I actually don't know if that's true. Maybe it's completely fine. Not enough water. Yeah, okay. So the problem here is that we have... Yeah, we have nowhere near enough power. Okay, well, we can turn this off, and that helps. Not enough water for our crops either. Fair. Look for anything else that's obvious. None of this stuff should be a problem. Okay, we've got this turned on, which should... nope, wait, not quite. Hang on. Okay, we need to turn on at least a couple of these. I need enough consistent water coming out of the water extractor. That'll be okay. I did install a vector pump on one moisture evaporator, which should increase my water production a little bit, but it looks like it's still not enough, interestingly. Okay, hang on. Now we actually are looking like we have enough water. So maybe we don't need this. I just need enough water to consistently have this all turned on. Everything else can run at a relatively low pace. We've done this before. We know how it works. We can do it again. Oh, lordy. The other problem, of course, being that the polymer... You know what? We will upgrade this. The other problem is that the polymer factory does require some extra water in order to run, and I don't know that I need people to run it, per se, but it would be nice. Killing off a couple more seniors, harvesting them for food. Speaking of food, we are doing A-OK on food, now with 100% soil quality plus the wheat. It looks like we will be producing way more than I need to worry about. So food is fine. In fact, something we could try to do is see if maybe anyone wants to buy food. No, I don't need food from you. I think you had the wrong idea there. Thank you very much. India, you seem like you would always need some food, right? Nope. Okay. Not sending you electronics. Space? Why? You... do actually want food, but metals are useless, so that's not a lot of good either. Exchange text. Soylent Green for water reclamation. You know, I don't think that's a bad one. I don't care if they get Soylent Green. Water reclamation is a tech that's fairly expensive. I'll exchange that. What about you? Soylent Green for a hygroscopic. That one's easy, and I'm almost done with it, so let's do that another time. And then for you, Drone Swarm, not useful. So we'll probably ignore that. But, hey, you know, getting the water reclamation out of the way is nice. The downside is I don't think it actually unlocked any new techs for me to research, but it did make this an option if we want to. And reducing water consumption wouldn't be bad, except it also takes some labor. I don't anticipate that I'm actually going to make use of that now. I just could see that being useful someday in the future. Have you guys installed the water pump? You have not. How much water can we produce? Water production and water demand are about on par. We could amplify, I suppose. Be a bit more expensive, but we could. Also, don't have enough power. We should make sure we turn all of these on so we can charge up our batteries before the night hits. And we need to make sure we also fix up these wind turbines because, obviously, we are going to need these at night. So I should probably go ahead and turn these on, get them repaired, and even if we don't use them right now, that's A-okay. I want to get this going. But I don't know if I can at the moment. Rocket's on the way back home with that prefab. Gonna be a little bit longer. Still killing off one more senior. Still not making nearly enough babies. But we have 12 Martian-borns plus 5 Earth-borns. As long as we can keep this going, we in theory have matched the population that we have brought back from Earth. Almost done with this. There it is. Okay, so now we should be producing more than enough water. If I want to turn you on, we can, and we still have enough water. Good. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. So we're not going to have any issues there. Yeah, actually, we're still sort of just treading water. One of these days, we're going to get enough population growth that I feel just fine and dandy, like we're going to be walking on water and just destroying everything. That would be awesome. But for the moment, that doesn't seem particularly likely. I need this last senior to die off because what I'm going to do is turn this, I'm going to turn this on. We'll be able to delete this, but no one will be homeless. They'll just all migrate over to this other shelter. And then I can replace it with an apartment, then I can get rid of this, shut down this again, and then just control how many people live in this dome so that we don't have any renegade issues. There's a low-G high-rise right there. So I'm waiting on the last... There he goes. Bye. Okay, so he's dead. No more seniors. Perfect. We're going to turn you on. Domes without life support. I guess, yeah, we don't have any electricity, do we? Oh, and I also need to be turning this on, don't I? Yeah. Not enough water for you? No, 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 no. The subsurface heater needs to be able to turn on. What? Okay, no, we actually can't have this on. It's taking up too much water for us to survive during the cold wave. So this has to be put on hold for a bit. Yes, I understand that our extra battery power is almost completely gone, and we also need to use up polymers to get this stuff online. Got it, thank you, you're very helpful. Okay, well, I suppose we could put some solar panels in here. I don't really feel like it. Let's just go ahead and place a couple more like this. I feel like we have enough power draw right now that we're not actually taking full use out of this. Not enough life support from water. The water is killing me right now, which is surprising because I feel like we should be able to produce enough. It's electricity here. So once the batteries die, we're in trouble. Okay. Well, we can at least prioritize getting this back up and running. Sucks on so many levels, but all right. No, if we can just get enough power to keep the batteries running throughout the night, we'll make it. We'll be okay. It's just, once again, we're finding ourselves in a very, very precarious situation, and I can't say that I much like it at all. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, then I would ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.